mental health during lockdown is quite rightly being discussed, taken seriously, and we're being encouraged to self-care. Resilience is a topic in the business world. Working from home, how do we do that? Work-life balance. And that's all as it should be, that kind of mindfulness. I just want to flag a subtle hazard that can come with this territory, and that is that as well as dealing with working from home and being a homeschool teacher and all the complexities and all the big picture stuff that's going around us, as well as dealing with all that, now we have an added obligation to be resilient, to find work-life balance, to self-care ourselves enough. So in a subtle kind of way, it just adds stacks on more pressure, because now we've got to be, we're going to look after ourselves as well. And just to be clear, I'm not suggesting that we shouldn't look after ourselves. Quite the opposite. I'm suggesting that part of looking after ourselves is actually recognizing the validity of some of those darker, more uncomfortable emotions. If you feel depressed or anxious, well, that is understandable, and you have every right to do so. Now, do you want to just say, oh, that's it, okay, I'm depressed, fair enough, oh well. No, yeah, you want to address this and look after yourself, of course, but just give yourself a break and recognize that a key part of looking after yourself is honoring the uncomfortable and difficult feelings that are there, instead of moving to fix them, to become the best version of myself for my family in this crisis. And none of us are that invulnerable. We're human, and so we will feel things, and that's not just to do with us. It's not just oh gosh, my brain chemistry is doing weird thing. I better get that mindfulness app, and that's all great. Do it. Just also know it's not all about you. There's a bigger picture going on. There's a whole lot of complexity. We're dealing with not only a coronavirus, but with the various approaches to it, with the attempts and the limitations of the authorities, who are also human. We're dealing with a difficult situation, and it's completely understandable to be feeling a bit shit. So let yourself feel it. Get into your body, breathe, and breathe not as a technique to get you somewhere, to get you to some wonderful state of happiness again. Breathe simply because it's good to breathe. It's just good to just to go, because it helps you feel. When you breathe, you feel. That's why we sometimes stop breathing and hold our breath, because we don't want to feel the things. But to feel them is to heal them to some extent. The caveat, of course, is if you're kind of trapped in this sort of vortex of, this spiraling descent, well, you might need help. You still may need to descend, because sometimes that's the way the soul recovers, is through a kind of descent until it's sort of emptied out and, in a way, broken. It's like Leonard Cohen says, through the cracks, the light comes in. So sometimes we may need to descend, but, can we get help to do that? Yes. Yes, we may need help. So get help if you need it. Hope that's useful. And just remember the heart. The heart is real. It has wisdom. Sometimes we have to stop and just say, thank you, mind, for thinking things through. Or thank you, mind, for shutting down and refusing to think things through that are too hard. They're both strategies that are useful. But it's all head stuff, either way. And now, hello, heart, and hello, body. There's wisdom there. We don't always recognize it.